Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
I feel I have a better chance of beating him if it goes in the later rounds. I'm strong in the later rounds, so I get stronger.
I don't think anyone's done that.
Here comes Kid Dynamite.
I can't beat Mike Tyson.
I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me.
I know what I'm gonna do for him when he makes those mistakes.
Go up.
He's called the baddest man on the planet because he was the baddest man on the planet.
I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. I'm the best ever.
Mike Tyson will get spectacularly knocked out, said these fools who only knew how to run their mouths.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass.
But the King of the Ring was always well known for shutting down anyone who dared to doubt his power. And now we're about to witness Iron Mike Tyson execute these dirty cockroaches and end their careers before they even begin. Let's get into it. Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. Michael Spinks walked in as the only man alive to hold the light heavyweight and heavyweight championships of the world. With a flawless 31-0 record, he called himself the baddest man on the planet. As soon as the bell rang, Tyson crossed the ring like a missile.
It's Tyson all the way here in round number one. Vicious shots to the body, landing it, but he's taking them. The uppercut, body shot, down goes. Mike Spinks for the first time.
Landed a right hand and a left hook, and Spinks forgot he was even a boxer.
Here comes Mike Spinks in. He leaves the right hand. Down he goes. I don't think you get up from this. Mike Spinks.
He hit the canvas so hard that his corner threw the towel in before the smoke even cleared.
Hey, he's not going to make it. It's all over.
Spinks never fought again, and 31-0 became the most expensive undefeated record in boxing history. Mike Tyson versus Tony Tucker. Tony Tucker walked into that ring holding the IBF belt, a perfect 34-0, thinking he was the one who would finally crack the code. He even rocked Tyson in the first round and thought he had the fight in the bag.
Try to frustrate Mike Tyson, but is he strong enough to do that? Well,
but the problem with pissing off Mike Tyson is that he doesn't go away. He comes back angrier.
Tony Tucker. There was a big left hand by Tyson, and that was the one big punch. And another one.
Tucker spent the next 11 rounds getting his face rearranged, his legs turning to jelly, and his undefeated record turning into dust.
Tucker holding a little bit more early here in the 11th round. There's frustration.
By the final bell, Tucker had survived the distance, but his perfect record was dead and buried in that ring. Mike Tyson versus Tyrell Biggs. Tyrell Biggs walked in with an Olympic gold medal and 15 straight wins, and had the nerve to call Tyson his son.
I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me.
He tried to dance around the ring like Muhammad Ali, thinking his fancy footwork would save him.
He's trying for the head.
But Tyson went to work on the body and broke this fool down, round by round, like a demolition project.
All the way back to amateur days. Another left hand, and there's a great shot. Biggs is in trouble.
Yeah.
By round 7, Biggs had nothing left.
Oh, that was a tremendous left hand.
And a vicious assault sent this Olympic hero crashing to the canvas.
He is gone right now. He has no legs at all. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over.
He walked in 15-0 and left with his record shattered and his face rearranged.
Again, it's over. It's all over.
Mike Tyson versus Marvis Frazier. Marvis Frazier walked into the ring with his father's famous name and the audacity to think that would save him. But Marvis forgot that sons don't inherit chin strength. The bell rang, and Tyson swarmed him like a hurricane with fists. Within 30 seconds, 2 crushing uppercuts left Frazier unconscious before he even hit the canvas.
Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt. Frazier is down. No quartet, he's going to have a look, and he's going to stop the fight.
He didn't just lose his undefeated record, he lost his dignity in front of the whole world. Mike Tyson versus Buster Mathis Jr. Buster Mathis Jr. came in with a perfect 20-0 record and a game plan that apparently involved hugging Tyson until he either won or went to his grave.
And he has done a nice job of slipping on the inside.
He smothered, clinched, and dodged as his life depended on it.
On the inside, Buster Mathis, there is a miss. Strike 1, strike 2. Buster Mathis.
But Mathis forgot that you can't run from a predator forever. And by the 3rd round, Tyson had his timing dialed in. A series of uppercuts cracked open the undefeated contender, sending him crashing to the canvas like a sack of potatoes.
Use that right foot and pivot. Swing around on your opponent's side. He didn't beat the count.
Mathis stared at the ceiling, wondering why his brilliant defensive strategy didn't include avoiding Mike Tyson's fists.
With that uppercut, tripled it up. Both 3 of them.
Mike Tyson versus Clifford Etienne. Clifford Etienne came in undefeated at 24 fights with only 1 draw. He thought it was a brilliant idea to do a belly dance right in front of the most violent man on the planet. He stood right in front of Tyson, trading punches like he hadn't seen the graveyard of fools who tried the exact same thing.
So is Etienne, but he doesn't have that one.
Tyson obliged him with a savage right hand that landed flush on Etienne's jaw and sent him flat on his back.
Instructions given by the referee. They go back, get to him with the right hand, and Etienne is down. He was really nailed with a front right hand. It's up to 5 and 6. He's not going to make it. And 7, 8, 9, and...
The referee counted to 10, while Etienne took a nap on the canvas that lasted longer than the fight itself. 49 seconds. That's how long it takes for an undefeated record to turn into a cautionary tale. Mike Tyson versus Ricardo Spain. Ricardo Spain walked into Resorts International with a shiny 7-0 record and probably thought his national TV debut would be his big coming out party. Instead, he became the opening act for a demolition that lasted exactly 39 seconds. Tyson dropped him with a right hand 18 seconds in, and Spain barely had time to remember his own name before getting back up.
Tyson, we've already seen in his brief pro career, hits like a steam hammer. As Ricardo Spain has already found out, boy, that was quick. Boy, that was...
Then came the left hook that folded him in the center of the ring, like a lawn chair in a hurricane.
The eyes of the giveaway. Oh, the legs have gone. This is all over. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. That's well inside a minute.
Spain left with his perfect record shattered and a highlight reel of himself being erased from existence. Mike Tyson versus Peter McNeely. Peter McNeely walked in with 36 wins, 1 loss, and a mouth that simply would not stop running. He promised to wrap Tyson in a cocoon of horror, which is the funniest thing any opponent ever said before getting destroyed.
But if you haven't made your pay-per-view arrangements yet, make them soon, because remember what happens when I wrap you in my cocoon.
Tyson dropped him to the canvas less than 10 seconds into the fight, and McNeely's whole game plan evaporated on the spot.
McNeely, as advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson.
He got back up, charged forward again, and Tyson put him right back down with a right uppercut, like he was swatting a fly.
Stop that nonsense, because they were starting to butt heads. Oh, Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely again.
McNeely's own corner ran into the ring to stop the carnage, and this fool didn't even get the dignity of a proper knockout. Mike Tyson versus Alex Stewart. Alex Stewart walked into Atlantic City with a 26-1 record, where all 26 wins came by knockout, which apparently made him think he was the one holding the dynamite. 8 seconds into the fight, Tyson landed a right hand that sent Stewart crashing to the canvas like a man who forgot he was supposed to be dangerous.
Try to keep Tyson occupied. If he stops throwing, he'll be dead. Tyson lands a right and another.
Stewart got up, got knocked down again.
That was a flush right hand.
And then decided to try surviving instead of winning.
You can see how wobbly his legs are.
Suddenly, a left hook from Tyson sent Stewart down for the third time.
A question of a few seconds.
That'll do it.
And the referee finally put everyone out of their misery. 26 knockouts on his record meant absolutely nothing when he was the one taking the nap. Mike Tyson versus Pinklon Thomas. Pinklon Thomas was a former WBC champion with a 29-1 record, and the kind of resume that usually earns a man some respect in the heavyweight division. He had never been knocked down in his entire professional career, which was a statistic Tyson seemed personally offended by. In the first round, Tyson unloaded an 8-punch combination that nearly sent Thomas to the floor.
On the jaw of Pinklon Thomas. Thomas is in all kinds of trouble.
But he survived by hugging the ropes like a drowning man. Thomas actually found his jab over the next few rounds and probably thought he had figured something out. Then came the 6th round, where Tyson landed a left hook and followed with a 15-punch barrage that finally dropped Thomas for the first time ever.
Trouble again, and now Tyson moves in for the kill. 2 uppercuts to the left hand. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble, and down he goes.
His trainer threw in the towel, and Thomas walked away with a bruised face and a career that never recovered.
Serious trouble, and down he goes.
Mike Tyson versus Jose Ribalta. Jose Ribalta was a towering 6 feet 5 inches Cuban who walked in with a respectable record and the kind of height advantage that usually makes shorter fighters think twice. Tyson dropped him in the 2nd round with a right hook to the body and an uppercut that reminded Ribalta exactly why height doesn't matter when you're eating leather. In the 8th round, Tyson launched a left hook that sent the giant flying through the ropes like a rag doll, tossed out of a moving car.
There is no spring, and there's a smashing left hand, and wisely.
Ribalta kept getting up like a horror movie villain who didn't know when to stay dead. The referee finally stepped in the 10th round, ending a fight that had already seen Ribalta taste the canvas 3 times.
Hell yeah, that's a fighter. And that's it.
Years later, Tyson admitted Ribalta was the toughest opponent he ever faced, the only man who took everything Tyson had and kept coming back for more. Mike Tyson versus Jesse Ferguson. Jesse Ferguson walked into New York with a 14-1 record and the kind of cocky attitude that comes from knocking out Buster Douglas. He had sparred with Tyson before and probably thought he had the blueprint figured out. Tyson spent the first 3 rounds introducing Ferguson's ribs to his fists, turning the boogeyman into a human punching bag.
He threw a tremendous left hook, missed with it, and didn't go off.
Good right. Between Mike Tyson and Jesse Ferguson.
By the 5th round, Tyson broke Ferguson's nose with an uppercut that sent him crashing to the canvas for the first time in his career. Ferguson responded by holding Tyson so desperately that the referee finally waved off the fight in the 6th round. Mike Tyson versus Mitch Green. Mitch Green came in with a 16-1 record and a mouth that refused to close, claiming he had what it took to humble the rising star. He was 6 inches taller with a reach advantage that made him think he could simply jab his way to victory. Green spent 10 rounds using every inch of that height to smother and clinch, turning the fight into a boring hugging contest. Tyson outworked him round after round, landing cleaner shots while Green played patty cake from a distance.
Another day in the classroom. Big left hand to end things.
The decision went to Tyson, but Green was so bitter about the loss that he picked a street fight with Iron Mike months later. That decision left him with a fractured eye socket and a newfound respect for keeping his mouth shut. So did you enjoy watching Mike Tyson destroy all those undefeated fighters? And if you would like to see more of this content, then subscribe and like this video. We recommend you watch this video next.